maybe it's just me, but I get hit on by really creepy guys. I mean, really creepy. And they don't get it. I'm a really nice person. I don't like to hurt people's feelings, and I'll do just about anything to make them go away. If you knew me in high school, every morning I would sit by my locker and text or whatever, because I was really early because I was afraid I was going to be late. Anyways, there's this one kid, I will not mention the name of him, but he would always come over to me because nobody was around, and he'd come over and be like, hey, and I'd be like, hey, and he'd be like, what you doing, Chelsea? And I'd be like, texting, please go away. And then finally I'd be like, I have to go drop these books off at my class. And he'd be like, I'll come with you. Walk in class, and go into class. And my teacher, Miss Marginhoff, she was like, my video's not working. And he's like, oh, I'll fix that for you. So while he's fixing the video, I put my stuff down and I run my ass out of there. Because I am not, no. I run, I hide. I am not going to talk to you. You're weird. On other occasions, I'm sitting there in math class, 10th grade. Sitting there and this kid, I'm not going to mention his name either, is sitting there in the back of me playing with my hair. What are you doing? I turn around, that's my last straw. I am very nice, but when you are constantly touching me, it is not okay. So I turn around and I'm like, can you please stop? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just your hair's so pretty. What? So I'm sit there, I go back to doing my work. He does it again. About a week ago, I went to the gas station and I pulled behind this guy and I could kind of see somebody was looking out the window, like waving, but I wasn't sure, so I did nothing. I just kind of looked away. So this guy he decides to get out of the car. He gets out with his pants down low, dreads like out the ass, with his like mug. He's like, roll down your window. And I'm like, no, I will not roll down my window. And he's like, yeah, roll down. And see, my car, it's not automatic, so I have to like crank it. So I crank it like this much, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, is your name Jennifer or something? I think I know you. And I'm like, I don't know you. He's like, your name's not Jennifer? I'm like, no. He's like, what's your name? Not Jennifer. Then he's like, what school you go to? I'm like, I tell him, and he's like, oh, I think my uncle did. He was a coach or something. I'm like, okay. Finally, he's like, can I get your number? And I'm like, no. He's like, for real, man? For real? You gonna do me like that? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do you like that. Goodbye. Guys just don't know how to take the hint. I mean, when you're talking to a girl and she's trying to get away as fast as she can, don't talk to her. She does not like you. She thinks you're weird and might molest her. Tip number 1. If you're talking to a girl and she is constantly texting somebody, back away. She is not interested and probably isn't texting anyone at all. Tip number 2. If you are texting a girl and she's giving you one-word answers, like nothing, no, LOL, she is not interested and really doesn't want to be talking to you, but just doesn't want to be rude and not text you back. Tip number 3. If you're talking to a girl and she's looking at her friend like this, she really doesn't want to talk to you, and it's not going to happen. Tip number 4. If a girl has not accepted your Facebook request. 5 more is not going to make her accept you. It's just going to make her think you're weirder than you already are. Tip number 5. If a girl is looking away when talking to you, yeah, that sounds really cool. Yeah, she really doesn't want to talk to you and is looking for a way out. I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you're talking to a girl, look at her body language. Read her mind. I know it's really hard for you guys, since most of your brain is barely working and the other half is thinking about sex the whole time. Just try. Because 89% of the time, the girl's not interested. I'm sorry.